Do you have an interview scheduled for tomorrow? Are you searching for some tips and information to prepare for your interview? If the answer is yes, then this video is for you. In this video, we shall be discussing about the things that one needs to do before, during and after the interview. Hello everyone, my name is Lokesh and a warm welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a recruitment specialist based in Mumbai and I make videos to help the job seekers with their various doubts, queries and concerns about the job market. So without any further delay, let's begin this video to learn something new today. But before we begin, let me remind you that if you are a first time viewer or if you have landed on my channel for the first time, then click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you will receive the notifications of my videos as soon as I upload them. Also, I would request you to share this video as much as possible so that we can reach out to many more people and encourage them also to join this channel. So let's begin this video. First point, research the company well. Always remember that it is always wise to learn more about the company before attending the interview. This is what will help you in identifying whether you want to work with the organization. Also, this will help you to prepare for basic questions like why do you want to work here? Many job seekers commit this mistake that they do not take efforts to know more about the organization in which they wish to apply for a job. Never ever do this because not every company is going to fit to your expectations and style of working. Second point, preparing yourself in advance. There are a certain set of questions which are quite common in any interview, while there are some questions which should be rather unexpected. So you can at least prepare for the questions you know are surely going to be asked during the interview since they have already been asked to you in your previous interviews. Rehearse them well in advance by exploring the number of ways in which you can answer the questions during the interview. Questions like tell me something about yourself. Why do you want to work with us? What are your future plans for the next 5 years? What are your salary expectations? All these are some of the generic questions which you can expect to be asked in the interview. Third point, dressing the right attire. This is probably the most important element. Well, firstly, you should ensure that your clothes are clean and well ironed. The companies expect you to be dressed in a professional attire. Now, many a times when my team interviews the candidates, I have seen that quite a few of them are dressed in denims and casuals. Remember that the interviewer might already make up his mind about you based on your attire. So always make it a point that you choose a formal outfit for the interview. It gives you a more professional look and helps in creating a good impression. Fourth point, always bring additional copies of your resume. Always ensure that you have at least 3 to 4 copies of your resume while going for the interview. It is quite possible that the interviewer might not be having a copy of your resume. Sometimes it has also come to my observation that the candidates keep their resumes out of their folder bags and unfortunately spill tea or water on it. So having additional copies of resume will always come in handy. If you are attending a job fair, then it is advisable to carry at least 10 to 12 copies of your resume for the event. Do not take this casually. Fifth point, plan your travel. You need to make your travel plans at least a day before the interview. Plan out what all routes are available to reach the venue of the interview. Determine the time that is required to reach the destination. Find out about the modes of transport available. Once you have all this information, it becomes very easy to plan out your travel schedule for the day of your interview. Remember, time discipline is a very strong mandate that the recruiters look for in a job seeker. So you do not want to be late on the day of the interview. Sixth point, reach the venue early. This is just an extension to what I said just a few moments ago about time discipline. Now we all know how the traffic congestion situation in India is. But giving this as an excuse is not at all going to be accepted by the interviewer. Try to reach at least 30 minutes before your interview. This should also help you to observe certain things about how the employees are working, which will give you a glimpse of the work culture over there. Also, it will give you some time to refresh yourself after all the traveling that you have done to reach the venue. Seventh point, wait. Now the interview process in some cases is a bit time consuming. It's possible that you may have to wait for at least half an hour or maybe for an hour before it's your turn for the interview. Secondly, in the interview room, it is always good to wait for the interviewer to offer you a chair. So don't just go ahead and sit down on the chair without being permitted. It's not good etiquette. These are very small things which matter the most during an interview process. An interview is not just about your resume, but also it has got more to do with what kind of an employee the organization is going to hire. 8th point, firm handshake and politeness. Always greet the interview panel with a simple good morning or hello with a firm handshake. This displays the sense of confidence that you have. Respond to each and every question with politeness. This is not only restricted to the interview panel, but also the receptionist or any other staff members you have to interact with. Be polite during the entire course of the interview, even though you had to wait for your turn or if the tea or coffee offered to you had a very bad taste. Ninth point, keep an eye contact. During the interview process, maintain constant eye contact with the interviewer. This is very important for your chances of success in the interview. If the interview panel consists of more than one interviewer, then always keep the maximum focus on the person who is asking you a question. But then do not forget to maintain eye contact with the other panel members of the interview. And do not make any such eye movements which will intimidate the interviewer in any manner. 10th point, speak out about your achievements. It is possible that you might have missed out on listing certain achievements in your resume. So you can talk about such achievements during the interview. However, as a small precaution, please ensure that they are relevant to the position you are applying for. You should also make it a point that you assure the interviewer of how your skills and talent will benefit the company. The recruiter is always interested to know as to what value do you bring to the organization rather than some other factors which may not be so relevant for the role. So these are some of the important boxes you need to tick off before and during the interview. There are some other important factors also, like never respond with just a yes or no, showing the right amount of enthusiasm, asking some questions to the interviewer to help you understand the company better. But I will not go into too much details of such questions because these are simple things which shows your sense of awareness during the interview. You cannot develop them in your personality overnight. It's more of a habit that is engraved in your personality from many years. Now, one small tip for everyone. What you need to do after you are done with the interview. Let's say the interviewer was supposed to call you 3 to 4 days after the interview to inform you about your selection status. So what I would advise is you can do a follow-up call at least 8 to 10 days after the interview in case if you have not received any response from the company. Just try to find out with the concerned recruiter as to why you were not shortlisted or selected and also ask for the reasons of it. This will help you address those weak areas which will then help you prepare well for your next interview. So with this, I would like to conclude my discussion on this topic. I hope that after watching this video, you must have learned about how you can prepare yourself for your interview and how you can score some initial points even before the interview begins. I also believe that this informative video will help all the candidates who are facing difficulties or rejections in their respective interviews. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and were able to learn something new today. Stay tuned to my channel for more such informative videos. In case if you have any queries, opinions or suggestions regarding the content that we have discussed in this specific video, then please leave a comment below. I will be replying to them personally on priority. Once again, I would like to remind every one of you to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon and keep on supporting my channel, which will encourage me to bring more quality content for all of you. Please share this video with as many people as you can so that we would be able to reach out to maximum people. See you again in the next video. Thank you.